How's it going, everybody? Corey from Southgate, Nankin Hobby. We're going to talk about a little bit of racing today. Not going to be any racing footage today like some other past videos. We're actually going to talk about how to get into racing. So first, before you even buy anything like B6.4 or TLR 50, you want to find a local track. You know, figure out whether it's carpet or clay or 10th scale, 8th scale. Just find what it is and what you need. So after you figure out, let's say 10th scale, like the track I race at, Belleville, get something like this. B6.4. You can get it for about $400 for the roller. Well, not roller necessarily, it's a kit. You gotta put it together and all that. And then put some electronics in it. So you're looking maybe about $600-700 and you're all set and done with it. But like I said, this is a kit. So let's say, I don't want to put together a kit. Well, that's all right. Because something like this, TLR roller. Roller, it comes out the box and, it's pretty much built. You just got to get electronics. Should be a picture on the back here. Just like that. You can see right there. It's kind of almost ready for you. So you see it's a clear body. It's another thing you should consider. Getting your colors. Get a couple of your favorite colors, a couple accent colors. Like I did, I got red, gray, and white in there with, black outline. Pretty neat. That's my colors. But another thing, when you start getting into racing, let's say you don't have any buddies that race, try to get them to race too. Because, can be a little weird sometimes if you know nobody at the track and just you getting into there. That's pretty social. That's kind of how I did it. My uncle got me in the racing, and we always bash RC cars, and he was like, "You should try racing." So I did, and really never turned back, honestly. But try to get a group of guys and head out there, have some fun. It definitely makes the experience a whole lot better. Let's say you don't want anything like this. Let's say, it's still a little bit pricey. It can be, but see, for local track, you can run something like this. This is the Lowe's Mini B, about $150. And at my track, at least at Belleville, they run them just like this, box stock. They also run brushless ones that you can do, but you want to do just something nice, plain and simple, but also a whole lot of fun. This is actually the class that I first started out doing. And it's a little Lowe's Mini B. And box stock, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to change tires, none of that. So this is a cool class, but let's say you want a little bit modification or something. You really just gotta check what your track does, see what classes that they run. But they also run this class at my Belleville track that I go to. There's a Stampede monster truck. I was at Monster Jam yesterday, actually, so thought I'd bring this one along. But this is the kind of replicated off the Black Stallion monster truck, and just two-wheel drive Stampede body. You see, we still got the brushed motor in there. Brushed electronics, and it really comes down to a driver class at that point. Just who's the best driver, and it's really some close racing because these things they're not crazy good at handling just because these smooth tires almost. It's not really grippy on carpet. But next thing, let's say you got a car. Well, you go ahead and hit this awesome double jump and bam, you break an arm, right? Now what? You need tools. So get yourself some nice tools. I run MIP tools personally. There's a bunch of tools out there though. There's MIP, ProTech, even the Horizon Hobby Dynamite tools aren't too bad, So get yourself a nice charger. Usually like 10th scale like this, we're running 2S lipos. But get yourself some nice pit bag to store all this in. J-Con sells one, Proline sells one. Definitely gonna need something to haul our stuff because want to be like this in the track holding and there's actually a lot of bags out there that have wheels on it, so that's pretty neat. But make friends at the track. Ask for help, especially let's say your car is turning weird. Let's say you're trying to turn and it's still pushing outwards while you're turning. Could be multiple things, really, rear camber and all that good stuff. But ask for help at the track. Usually everyone's willing to help, especially the new guys. They want to get more people into the track. That's more racers to race with and more heats to run. Usually something like this though, 10 scale, usually about a 5-minute qualifier, and then sometimes in the A main they will actually do a 7-minute main, which is kind of neat. Kind of puts you to the test and the car to the test. Cool thing about that is, let's say you mess up in the first corner of the race, you got 7 minutes. Usually you're all right. You got 7 minutes to make up for that. What brand do you want to choose? There's, like, I got B6.4 Associated, or there's Lozi, like I showed you earlier, TLR, or there's Yokomo, Kyosho, Techno, X-Ray. There's a whole bunch out there. You just kind of got to pick and choose. That's another thing. Let's say the awesome Nankin hobby isn't your local hobby shop. Kind of see what your local hobby shop carries. Let's say they carry a bunch of X-ray stuff. Well, you probably want to get an X-ray if they don't carry a whole lot of associated parts. So just try to make it easier on yourself. I wouldn't get an associated if your local hobby shop doesn't have a whole lot of associated parts. So another thing is carry spare parts. It helps. It does. It really does. Especially if you break something. I always usually try to keep control arms and stuff on me, because you never know. Break a control arm, slap a new one back on there, and head right back out there for your next qualifier, potentially even main. So just be prepared. Another thing is, let's say you get the club racing for a couple of years like I am. This is my second season, and I want to go bigger in a sense. So I went from club racing to a month ago. If you haven't watched the video, go watch it. Indiana. Went from Michigan to Indiana for an RC race, and it was a blast. Group of guys out there, from a couple of guys from Nankin, a couple of guys from Belleville. Went out there. It was a great experience. Had a bunch of fun, and just do something like that even. So like when I first started racing at a little club race, you get the little jitters on the stand. You're nervous. My buddies told me, trust me, when you go to a big race, you're gonna have a lot of jitters. But once you come back to the little club racing track, you're gonna be like, piece of cake. It's fun. So now club racing is just awesome. Something to do on Saturdays in the wintertime, for us at least. Some tracks go all year round, especially like on the West Coast. Arizona and stuff like that. Outdoor tracks usually blazing hot. So you're gonna be running all the time. Same thing with indoor. There's a couple tracks out in Florida and stuff like that are indoor all the way around. So yeah, just facilities out there. There's even some in Michigan, like an RC1 that I'm pretty sure is year round, from my understanding. But yeah, find out what you want to do. And last thing, like I kind of mentioned earlier, make friends and have fun. Doesn't matter if you win or lose at the end of the day. A month now from your race that you did, no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, remember when you got third and I got first? No, it's just all for fun. That's what it's all about, just having fun. Different part of the hobby. There's bashing, crawling, racing, and racing is my type of thing. If you didn't watch the last video, let's say you're in the crawlers, Dave did a whole thing on how to get in crawling. This is how to get in the racing. But there's some tips and tricks for you. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, put on the post notifications if you have any questions, whether that be what type of electronics I run or anything like that. Put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.